Hello, good evening and welcome to the Sports on Pulse with me, Oreku Ampofo. And after several days of building up to the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations, the 32nd edition has indeed kicked off, and we were treated to a very colorful opening ceremony at the Cairo International Stadium.
The privilege and honor to invite His Excellency Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, رئيس الجمهورية المصرية العربية and acting President of the African Union, to officially announce the opening of Total African Cup of Nations Egypt 2019.
Be hosting these wonderful matches, 24 teams in total. You can see the pyramids here, of course, playing such an integral part in the hymns come out onto the pitch for the opening match, and the national anthems, packed out stadium here at the Cairo International Stadium. It wouldn't be wise to leave your house and walk away, because tonight's opening clash is deemed to be a thriller, with the hosts, of course, with a packed full house here to guide them through their opening game against Zimbabwe, who are looking to surprise the hosts here in the Egyptian capital for the opening match of Group A. We'll see you in a while. Looking forward to it.
Indeed, a very colorful and exciting scene there at the Cairo Sports Stadium as they cheer on Egypt, the host nation, in their game against Zimbabwe. But Cup of Nations, you know that the Joy Sports team would be bringing you commentary on all 52 games of the African Cup, and that's courtesy our partnership with Super Sports. And they had a viewing party to launch the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations, and my colleague Nathaniel Watto was there.
Well, thank you very much for joining us here at the Nesta Square, Airport City, Accra. We're inside Starbites, and tonight we are looking forward to the big start of the Africa Cup of Nations. Of course, this is a big viewing party that has been put together by Joy Sports, Joy 99.7 FM, and our partners DSTV Super Sports, who are bringing us the games live. So what we'll be doing here between now and the end of the tournament is that we'll be doing live viewing parties, and we're bringing fans together to watch the game, do analysis and all of that, and of course look ahead to the great moments of the Africa Cup of Nations 2019. So there are quite a number of people here. So many people are braving through the traffic to get here now for the start of the big game between Egypt, the record 7-time winners, and of course Zimbabwe, who are going in as the underdogs in this opening game. Of course, as we speak, a lot of formalities have gone on with the opening ceremony and all, and now we will be into the main game itself, which is the opening game. I've got some good company here. A legend of the game who's played in the Africa Cup of Nations, and of course my good friend Nyama Dagadu of MultiChoice. Nyama, thank you very much for your time.
It's always a pleasure to be with you.
Okay, and also here with me is one of the biggest rocks when it comes to defense in the Black Stars team. I'm talking about Sam Johnson, aka Boyo. Good to have you.
Same here, bro.
Okay, great. Now, gentlemen, we've waited very, very long. Joy Sports, together with DSTV, has done a big extended build-up to this, and now we're here at Starbites for this big night of football. Tell me what your expectations are for the tournament.
I'm looking forward to an exciting tournament for Africa. It's been quite over 30 years without a trophy for Ghana, and possibly this is our time.
Okay, this is our time, and that's what Nyama says. I don't know what viewers out there think. Let's talk to Sam Johnson. You have played on the stage before. I mean, on about 4 occasions, you have tried with the Black Stars, and we've been unsuccessful. I mean, tell me what's running through your mind right now that we're starting off this big tournament.
You know, I think this time I'm so confident in the team that they can do something, because 37 years is enough for us to wait and wait and wait and wait. I'm always saying, this time we have to bring the cup home, and they will need our support. We support them, and I'm sure they will bring the cup.
From the legend of the game, he says that he sees a strong, presence of Egypt in the big game, and he sees a win for them. The game underway. Let's see how all of it goes. Nathaniel Atto for Joy Sports and Joy News from Starbites at the Nesta Square. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you very much, Nathaniel Atto, for providing us the update at that launch for Super Sports. But it's the big game tonight, and everyone is talking about it, and that's Egypt versus Zimbabwe, the opening game, and it's almost halftime, and Egypt have taken the lead through Trezeguet, and it wasn't Mohamed Salah, as a lot of people would have guessed there. And Egypt, they have been dominating proceedings ever since the whistle was blown for the beginning of the match, and a well-deserved goal for Egypt as they lead by 1-0. But let's talk about the Black Stars, who have been training in Dubai for the past 2 weeks. Now, they have safely landed in Ismaili ahead of their first group game against Benin. So the Black Stars, they arrived in Egypt ahead of the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations on Friday afternoon, and the four-time champions of the tournament left their training base in Dubai, UAE on Friday morning after 3 weeks, and coach Kwesi Appiah and his charges spent 3 weeks in Dubai to prepare for the tournament, where they played against Namibia and South Africa. The Black Stars are housed in Group F against alongside Guinea-Bissau, Cameroon and Benin, and Ghana would begin their 2019 Africa Cup of Nations campaign with Benin on Tuesday at the Ismaila Stadium. So that was the Black Stars arriving at their hotel, but quickly after they landed, they got back to work as they had their first warm-up session in Ismaila. And my colleague Benedict Owusu from Joy Sports has a report on how the first warm-up session went.
This is the camping base of the Black Stars, and as you can see behind me, the players in a bit of shake-up, or what they call football tennis, after arriving here this afternoon. No official training for the side, but because they had to travel from Dubai throughout the night and have been traveling almost all day, Coach Kwesi Appiah decided to bring the team onto this pitch to, just shake up ahead of the official training tomorrow, and then prepare towards the game that they will play against Benin on Tuesday. So as you can see behind me, the players having fun with what they call football tennis. Benedict Owusu reporting from Ismaila.
That was Benedict there with an update on the Black Stars, and we'll be bringing you more of these exclusive action on how the Black Stars are preparing to face Benin on Tuesday. But that would be it for the sports here on Prime with me, Oreku Ampofo.